So we are on to part 2 of the Christian Beverly story, Squeaky Finds Breen a Home. I padded through the entryway, the words at the tip of my tongue. I could yell at him and scare him into finding a person for himself. It sounded like a grand idea, one that maybe would force him to find someone for himself. I stopped in front of the curtain, the colors a mix of grays and whites, before crawling underneath and seeing the huge expanse of Breen. Breen opened his eyes before sighing. He twitched his nose before curling backward and licking long fur. Some humans said Breen and I looked alike, but I didn't see it. They said we were both sandy-colored, which was true, but the similarities stopped there. Where I was lean and ready to run and chase after balls, like this is a ball, Breen was a cylinder of fluff. "It's hard to find a human," Breen said. His tail was lowered and his eyes downcast. I moved towards him, letting him lean some of his weight on me. I turned my head and gave him a reassuring lick on his head. "It can be, but you hiding won't ever work," I said. "Why find a human when something bad could happen to them? That's what happened to my person, and I don't think I want to get another one." Okay. Why find a human when something bad could happen to him? That's what happened to my person, and I don't think I want to get another one. I never pushed my friends to tell their stories. It wasn't mine to ask or tell. If a cat wanted to tell me their story, they did. If not, they rewrote their life here. It was only fair. We sat in front of the curtain, Breen's body tense. His legs were as stiff as a stick, and his fur stuck up on his back. He was poised to run, like you, even though we were the only ones back here. The humans stood and talked amongst each other in the front room, and I wanted to join them, run through their legs, and let them pet me, but I couldn't leave Breen, no matter how much I wanted to. I nudged Breen with my paw, making him stand up. It took a couple of days and much ankle biting to get Breen to make an appearance. He wasn't afraid of the people, just lackluster towards them. "She reminds me of my first human," Breen said. With sad eyes, he eyed a woman. The woman had sparse long hair that reminded me of dust, and her clothes were baggy, like a kitten's loose skin. Her back was bent in a permanent hook, but her eyes glittered when she saw us. I watched as she grabbed my favorite box, treats. She shook it once, and I trotted to her. Breen followed. The special humans were the only other ones in the store. We'll stop here, Mouse, because you're done.